This is take 2 of the 60-minute side crow vinyasa. Sometimes I think I need to take my own advice, and I give my students it's not about being perfect, but sometimes it's just about being present, and there's so much growth in that journey along the way. It's not necessarily about the destination of a pose or the perfect sequence or the perfect dialogue, but allowing yourself to be real, to be authentic, to be imperfect, and to recognize all the beauty that comes from that. But here we go. 60 minutes, listen to your body, let your practice be exactly what you need. We'll begin in Shavasana when you're ready. So go ahead and lie back, get comfortable, and start to feel your breath. And just take a moment to direct your awareness to your breath. At the rise of your inhale, and the fall of your exhale, invite you deeper, to the deeper layers of you, into deeper connection to your body, to this moment here and now. Feel yourself land present to your practice. Feel yourself land into these 60 minutes of mindful movement that you've set aside out of your day to establish a deeper connection or a loving and caring relationship between you and your body. To expand and grow. To understand yourself a little bit more. With every shape, every movement, every inhale and exhale. So as you deepen your breath, then your breath draws you deeper. Perhaps your heart space offers up an intention, a devotion, something or someone to focus on as you move and breathe. And taking a deep breath in through your nose, fill your lungs up all the way. When you're ready and open mouth, exhale, release. Just let your breath be mindful and intentional. Start to travel both inhale and exhale through your nose, across the back of your throat, your Ujjayi pranayama. Reach your hands overhead, taking a full body stretch as you breathe in. And then bring your knees into your chest as you breathe out. Let your inhale expand your ribs. On your exhale, let your knees fall to the left into a gentle twist. Take a deep breath into your right side body. And feel that breath empty all the way out. And again, 2 more just like that. And just slowly migrate your legs through center. And over to the right. Gentle twist second side. Feel the heaviness move into your left shoulder as you take 3 breaths to your left side. After your third breath, start to bring your knees back to center. And draw your thighs in, and then go ahead and start to send your hands up and overhead like a full body stretch. And inhale, begin to press your heels forward. Legs go to your low point, so that hover point that allows your low back to feel healthy, your core strong. And exhale, bend your knees to the right. Reach your hands to the outside of your left thigh, so you feel your left side body light up. And inhale, legs go out long, open up so you're back to center. Exhale, knees to the right, reach to the left. And one more time like this, inhale to expand. Exhale, knees to the right, reach to the left, shoulder blades lift. And then pause at the top here. And as you pause at the top, go ahead and send your right leg long with an inhale. And then bring your right knee in as you exhale. And 2 more, inhale, right leg goes long, navel to spine. And exhale, right knee pulls in. Okay, one more time, inhale, right leg extends. Exhale, right knee pulls in. And send your legs forward through center, reach your hands overhead, big breath. Second side, exhale your knees to the left, reach to the right. A little pause, and then we go again. Inhale to expand, open up. And exhale, knees left, reach to the right, shoulder blades rise. And one more like this, inhale, everything lengthens through center. Exhale, knees left, reach right, and then this time pause at the top. So your knees are still going to the left, your upper body's reaching to the right. Send your left leg out with an inhale. And pull your left knee in with intention on your exhale. 2 more, inhale, left leg goes long. Exhale, left knee draws in. One more, maybe even press your left tricep to your right thigh a little bit more firmly. And exhale to contract. And inhale, everything goes long through center. And your exhale, knees to chest. Take a big breath to the back of your heart. And open mouth, exhale, release that breath away. And when you're ready, start to find your way to tabletop pose, all fours. So either rock and roll forward and back, or just press to your left or right. And bring your shoulders above your wrists, your hips above your knees. And with an inhalation, shift into your cow shape, right? Drag your heels of your hands to your knees and reach your heart forward and through. And exhale, curl to your cat spine, beginning with your tail. Tuck your tail towards the backs of your knees. And then round your spine, let your head fall heavy towards the earth. Push your hands down and away. And come through a long and neutral spine. With your inhale, twist your right hand to the sky, big breath. And then exhale, thread your right hand underneath. Okay, lower the entire right arm to the earth and then press the back of your right arm, right shoulder out of your ear. And use that leverage to reach your left hand high. Now draw your navel in, feel your tailbone stretch back. Breathe around your shoulder blades and then reach your left fingertips towards the top of your mat. Push through your left fingertips. Then you're going to reach your right hand forward and melt your heart to your mat, Anahatasana. Take a deep breath in. And then exhale, sink your hips towards your child's pose. With an inhale, start to stand up on your shins. Circle sweep your hands to the sky. Then on your exhale, lean back, bring your hands to your heart, push your shins to the earth, navel pulls in. And inhale, hands reach tall. Same thing, exhale, lean back, navel to spine, thighs strong, tailbone slightly tucked. And inhale, tall. One more time here, exhale, lean, light up your thighs, draw your belly in. Then reach up tall as you lift. Crown to the sky and then lower into your tabletop pose, all fours. And inhale, reaching your left hand to the ceiling, prepare for your thread the needle, and then exhale, sweep your left hand underneath your body, palm faces up. Make sure there's space between your left shoulder and your left ear. And as you press to the back of your left arm, reach your right hand high. Breathe in nice and full. Eventually send your right fingertips towards the top of your mat. A little bit of core cultivation. Press to your right fingertips and send your left hand out on a Hatasana, melt your chest to your mat. And take a deeper breath. On your exhale, sink your seat to your heels. This time with your inhale, shift forward through tabletop. Then exhale, downward facing dog. Tuck your toes, press your hips up and back. Take a moment here to adjust your stance. To reestablish Ujjayi. As your inhale and your exhale, travel in and out of your nose across the back of your throat. Feel a push through your hands to help lift your hips higher and stretch your spine longer. And from here, start to walk your feet a little bit closer to your hands and then wide to the outside edges of your mat. So in a shorter or wider downward facing dog. As you grip the earth with your finger pads, energize your hands and press your hip creases higher to the sky. Let your left hand get extra strong, then reach your right hand to the outside of your left ankle. Bend your right elbow and pull your heart underneath your left armpit. And then push through your left hand, lean the weight to your heels. Breathe into your thoracic spine, that upper back space. And reach your right hand forward as you breathe out. And get firm with your right hand. Feel that connection between hand and earth. And then reach your left hand towards your right ankle. Bend your left elbow and pull your heart underneath your right arm. Navel pulls in as you twist, press with your right hand. Feel your tailbone lift to the sky. Feel the energy around your shoulder blades light up and breathe into that space. And then send your left hand forward too. Okay, walk your feet back into your traditional downward facing dog, and with an in-breath, send your right leg high to the sky. Then on an exhale, cross your right knee to your left tricep underneath your body. Three-legged dog, inhale to lift your right leg up. Then out breath, place your right foot to the top of your mat, find your low lunge. Then take your cow lunge, dip your left knee to a hover as you breathe your heart forward and through. Out breath lengthens your legs, cat lunge. Feel your tailbone again reach to the sky. And bend deeply to your right knee, but keep an energy through your left hamstring up towards the ceiling so you have a really active left leg. But to twist your right hand, reach it tall to the sky. Then maybe imagine your right palm is against an imaginary wall. And as you imagine your right palm against that imaginary wall and press, start to twist a little bit deeper. Your right hand circles towards the back of your mat. And then arrive to the earth to frame your right foot. And lean your weight forward, chair pose, left foot takes a big step to meet your right. Get low with your seat. Weight is in your heels, and then start to lift your heart and hands with inhale. On your exhale, prayer twist your right elbow to the outside of your left thigh so your heart is moving to the left. And as you hook your elbow to the outside of your thigh, press into your hands and rotate your heart around. Maybe your seat gets a little bit lower, your hip creases pull further back. If you can't connect your elbow to your thigh, you can always hover your elbow. You can also take your elbow in between your legs too. And from here, chair pose, inhale through your center. And then exhale, forward fold, release. Lift up halfway as you breathe in. Step your right foot to the back of your mat, breath out. Push through your hands, lift your left leg tall, three-legged dog on your in-breath. And out breath takes your left knee towards your right tricep, sweep underneath your body. Three-legged dog, deep breath in. Left foot between your thumbs, push into your mat as you breathe out. Inhale to your cow lunge, sink your right knee low, stretch your sternum forward. And cat lunge with your exhalation, extend both your legs. Upward energy through your right hamstring, bend deeply through your left knee. Take your twist, left hand to the sky. And press through your left palm. Use that leverage against the imaginary wall to twist you deeper. And then press high and back through your right heel, feel your right glute. And then start to reach your left hand to the back of your mat until your left hand comes to the earth, low lunge. Right foot steps forward, chair pose, Utkatasana. Let it be like a two-part transition, so sink low first, and then your glute strength lifts your heart and hands. Prayer twist to the right, so left elbow hooks to the outside of your right thigh, and then press and twist your heart around. Push your sits bones back, your crown forward. Squeeze the midline like you have a block between your thighs. Give yourself one more breath here. This will be the foundation of our side crow. Then come back through center chair pose with an inhale. Good, fold as you empty that breath away. Halfway lift, breath in. Good, step your left foot to the back of your mat, breath out. Press through your hands, right leg to the sky, three-legged dog with an inhale. And take your right knee to your left tricep on exhale. Now listen, one-legged plank, heart stays forward, press your right heel back. And exhale, right knee, left tricep. Inhale, one-legged plank. Last one, exhale, right knee, left tricep. Three-legged dog, inhale, send your right leg high. And exhale to step your right foot forward to the top. Make sure your feet are about hips distance apart. Inhale to your cow lunge. Exhale, lengthen your legs, cat lunge. Bend into your right knee. Twist your right hand to the sky. Make sure your feet are about hips distance apart. Reach your right hand just to the back of the room now. Push into your feet. Hug an imaginary block between your legs again. Start to rise up to your twisted crescent lunge. And stack tall from your crown, through your rib cage, through your pelvis. And start to twist a little bit deeper here. With an in-breath, exalt your left hand to the sky. And on your out-breath, you're going to start to sweep your left hand back, airplane both your arms. Move your weight to your right foot. Get light with your left toes. You're going to flamingo your left heel to your seat. Think donkey kick flamingo. So left foot presses to the sky, belly to your spine. And from here, rise up with your left knee, one-legged Tadasana, big breath in. With your out breath, twist, left hand sweeps down and back, right hand reaches forward. Empty all of the breath out. You have the option to extend through your left foot, push through your heel. Feel your quadriceps strong. From here, figure four, left ankle on right thigh, hands to heart center. Big breath in, slow exhale. And one more breath here. Slowly push through your right foot, bring your left knee with you as you stand. And then airplane pose, start to fly. And give yourself 3 cycles of breath in your airplane pose. You have a micro bend through your right knee. Try to recruit your core to help with the strength of your right leg. The left hamstring and glute are involved as well. One more breath. We'll lower to a crescent lunge. Place your left toes to the back of your mat. Deep breath in, heart and hands lift high. Then on your exhale, prayer twist your left elbow to the outside of your right thigh. Push elbow and thigh together to twist your heart around. You have the option to spread your wings. And then take one more breath in. And one more breath out. Okay, from here, push into your feet, crescent lunge. Inhale, lift through your center. And exhale, hands down to your mat. Turn all 10 toes to your left. Wide-legged forward fold dive. Take a halfway lift as you breathe in. You're going to rotate to our left, low lunge to the back of your mat, breath out. Push into your hands, lift your left leg to the sky, 3-legged with your inhale. And left knee towards your right tricep on your exhale, heart goes straight forward. One-legged plank, breath in. Right quadricep is strong, left knee, right tricep, breath out. Good, inhale, extend. Exhale, left knee, right tricep. Three-legged dog, lift your left leg high. Land your left foot forward as you empty that breath away. Cow lunge, let your right knee go low. And cat lunge, lengthen both your legs. Take a deep breath into your left knee. Make sure that your feet are your hips distance apart. Twist your left hand to the sky. So you push energy back through your right heel, start to reach your left hand back and just send energy out through your left fingertips. Rise into your twisted crescent. And then in breath will help you to exhale. So think inhale to lift your rib cage up and away from your pelvis. Sternum reaches towards your right hand in the sky. On your out breath, you're going to airplane your arms, lean your chest forward. Transfer your weight to your left foot, and then flamingo donkey kick your right heel to the sky. And try to find that connection to your right hamstring and your core here. When you're ready, slow motion, stand tall with your right knee. Take a moment, take a breath. You'll twist to the right, right hand sweeps down and back. Left fingertips extend forward. Invitation to extend your right leg out as well. And start to migrate your way into your figure four, right ankle on left thigh, hands arrive at heart center. Feel your hip creases stretch back again just like you would in your regular chair, Utkatasana shape. And then imagine you have a block between your thighs to hug into. And one more slow and steady breath. And when we rise up tall, bring your right knee with you. Bigger breath through your nose. Your exhale guides you to your airplane pose. And then try to take 3 slow and smooth breaths here in your balance. Think about length and lift. Soften through your jaw, maybe relax your forehead as well. Good. As that third breath releases away, you're going to take all the time you need to find your crescent lunge. So place your right toes back with care. Take a big breath in, lift your heart and hands up high. Out breath, prayer twist your right elbow to the outside of your left thigh. Push your hands together, rotate your heart around. Maybe you spread your wings. Give yourself a moment here. So hug your left sitting bone to the midline. Hug your inner right thigh to the midline. Push down with your feet. And inhale to your crescent lunge, reach up high. Good, exhale, hands to the earth. Maybe turn all 10 toes to the right. Wide-legged forward fold. Big breath in to lift up halfway. On your out breath, rotate to the right, low lunge to the top of your mat. Now listen, plant your hands, step your right foot back to meet your left. Find your high plank pose, hug your navel to your spine. And push into your hands and your feet. Notice that your head is in line with your spine. Now your chaturanga shape is really important for your crow and side crow. So with an inhale, shift forward. Knees up or down, go straight back with your elbows, lower halfway or maybe all the way. On your inhale, open your heart, up dog or cobra. Right, when you're ready, exhale, downward facing dog, push into your hands, pike your pelvis to the sky. Let's take a deep breath in together. And exhale, let it out. And inhale your right leg up tall. On your exhale, right knee, left tricep. One-legged plank breath in. Right knee, right shoulder, breath out. Three-legged dog, lift your right leg tall. And your exhale, step your right foot forward. Good. Inhale, cow lunge. Exhale, cat lunge. Bend your right knee to your low lunge. Then twist your right hand to the sky. Send your right fingertips towards the back of your mat. Find an imaginary block between your legs and rise into your twisted crescent. And on an inhale, exalt, left hand reaches. This time as you exhale, prayer twist, hook your left elbow outside of your right thigh, hands come to heart. And push your hands together to turn your heart to your thumbs. And then turn your gaze down to the earth. Create contact between your navel and your spine and transfer your weight to your right foot. Get light in your left toes. Push through your right leg and then airplane your left leg into the air. Good. Start to donkey kick flamingo your left heel towards your seat. Press through your right foot, land into your twisted chair here. Zip your legs together, re-rotate your heart to the right. Shooting your sits bones back, chair pose, Utkatasana, breath in. On your exhale, forward fold, release. Inhale to lift up halfway. And on your exhale, go ahead and plant your hands, step back into your high plank. With an inhale, shift forward. Knees up or down, lower halfway or all the way. Open your heart, up dog, cobra, huge breath. And then exhale, downward facing dog, push your hips to the ceiling. With your in-breath, lift your left leg tall. Exhale, left knee towards right tricep. One-legged plank, breath in. Left knee, left shoulder, exhale. Three-legged dog, feel your core. Left foot to the top with care. Cow lunge, invite new space to your front line. Cat lunge, add some space into your back body. Bend into your left knee and twist your left hand to the sky. So to send energy back through your left fingertips towards the back of your mat. As you root through your feet, rise into your twisted crescent. Your in-breath to exalt, right hand scoops to the ceiling. Use that space to find your prayer twist. Hook your right elbow outside of your left thigh. As your hands come to heart, squeeze your thighs to midline. So notice if your left sitting bone floor is wide, try to wrap it in. Push into your hands, look down to the earth in front of your yoga mat. Move more weight to your left foot. Recruit your core, and then once you have that, press into your left leg and float your right toes into an airplane leg. So just slow motion, donkey kick, flamingo your right heel in. Right, mindfully land your right foot to the earth into your twisted chair, zip your legs together and twist your heart around. So you squeeze to the center line. Try to steady your breath. Utkatasana, keep your hips low. Inhale, lift your heart and hands. And exhale, forward fold, release. Take a halfway lift as you breathe in. And listen, start to rise to your tippy toes and bend your knees as you breathe out. So curl into a tight little ball here. Just let your head be heavy for now. Let it be a stretch for now. Now we're going to explore our traditional crow pose first before we move to our side crow. So we want to think chaturanga arms. So as you set up your hands are about shoulders distance apart. Grip the earth with your finger pads. Wrist creases are parallel to the top of your mat. You're going to lift your booty up high. Lean forward. Bend your elbows a little bit like you're moving towards chaturanga. Squeeze an imaginary block between your arms. That's really important. You're going to wrap your knees around your triceps or stack your knees on your triceps. So it's going to be a little bit individual for each of us. Look forward, lean forward, pull in through your core. Maybe you just lift one toe at a time and then release that toe. And you switch sides. So just practicing having the weight in your hands, being as light through your lower body as you can. And if you want to, you can go all the way to Vinyasa, lifting both feet off the earth. Hug your elbows to center, breathe, push into your hands. Once you're done playing, you're going to release into Malasana squat, so feet are wide, knees are bent. Let your sink low and your heart rise high. Hands to heart center, maybe close your eyes, take a breath in. Perhaps an open mouth exhale out. And then let your left hand reach out to the left, reach your right hand to the sky, big inhale. Exhale through your center, hands to heart. Right hand to the right, left hand to the sky, big breath in. And exhale, hands to heart. Push through your feet, lift your seat a little bit higher. And then from that more buoyant space, forward fold, turn your toes forward, lift your hips, drop your head. Walk your feet back to the center line. And then inhale, you're going to take a halfway lift here. Then on your exhale, go ahead and find your high plank pose. Breathe in, shift forward. Vinyasa or down dog, exhale, lower any amount. Wait for your inhale, lift your heart. Your out breath presses your hips up and back, downward facing dog. And breathe in deep. And exhale out completely. Here you go, sweep your right leg to the ceiling, deep breath in. Last little layer before we take a big pause. Exhale, bend your heel towards your seat. Feel your right glute active. Lift your right knee. With an inhale, re-extend three-legged dog. Exhale to your left tricep, so right knee to left tricep. Send your right leg through fallen triangle. Turn your left toes to the left edge of your mat. Lift your left hand to the sky with an inhale. Good out breath brings your left hand down to the earth. Take your right knee to your right shoulder. Big breath in. Step your right toes behind you, wild thing as you breathe out. Inhale, turn your chest open, open, open. Good, we're gonna step our right foot all the way to the top of our yoga mat. So if you wanna move through a three-legged dog, you can. Otherwise, start to look forward. Reach your right hand to the back of the room for counterbalance. Think side plank through your left side body. Pull your right into your heart. Push through your left hand and left foot. As you step your right foot forward, you spin onto the ball end of your left foot. And if you need to give it a boost, you can. Dip your left knee low, breathe your heart forward. Lengthen both legs as you empty your breath out. And bend into your right knee. Take a big twist, right hand to the sky with your inhale. And reach your right hand to the back of your mat as you exhale. Your inhale, rise all the way up to your exalted crescent. On your out breath, airplane your arms beside you. Move your weight to your right foot. Step into your chair pose. Left foot meets your right. Sweep your hands up high, big breath in. Exhale, prayer twist. Hook your right elbow outside of your left thigh as you breathe out. Push elbow and thigh together as you twist. Now keep the twist, look down at the earth. Move your right to your left foot, come to your right tippy toe. Hug your right heel to your seat, think flamingo. Maybe add in the donkey kick to your flamingo. Airplane your right leg back. Then land your right toes to the earth. Then press into your feet, rediscover your twist. As you push through your feet, crescent lunge, inhale your heart and hands up high. And then on your exhale, bring your hands down to your mat. Send your left leg to the ceiling, three-legged, big breath. Bend your knee, open your hip, breath out. Take one more breath here. Re-extend your left leg. Left knee to your right tricep. Fallen triangle, send your left leg through. Let your right heel land and then pull your right hand to the sky. Feel your inner right thigh lift and engage. When you bring your right hand down to the earth and spin onto the ball end of your right foot, take your left knee to your left shoulder. And then you're gonna step your left toes behind you into wild things. The left toe step all the way over. Spin your heart to the sky. Good, we'll meet in a low lunge. So again, take your time, move slow through this. Maybe you side plank through your right side body. Maybe you start to bring that counterbalance, left hand reaching back, look to the top of your mat. Eventually your left foot lands towards your right hand. And then as you catch your breath, inhale, cow lunge. Push back through right heel. Exhale, cat lunge, extension through both your legs. Big bend into your left knee. Inhale, twist your left hand up high. And then exhale, reach your left hand at the back of your mat. Press through your feet, inhale, exalted crescent, right hand scoops all the way to the ceiling. And then airplane your arms beside you. Move your weight to your left foot. Through an airplane right leg step into your chair pose, Utkatasana. Feel your hip creases draw back as you send energy forward through your fingertips. Twist your hands to the outside of your right thigh. Just focus on the rotation first, navel to spine so you are supported. As you push through your hands, feel your collarbone spread wide. Also feel your shoulder blades draw towards one another and then look down at the earth. Hug your belly in as you move weight to right foot. Come to left tippy toe, just test the water first. Flamingo your left heel to your seat, maybe donkey kick your left heel towards the sky. Airplane your left leg out long. And eventually place your left toes as controlled as lightly as you can to the back of your mat. Press through your feet with intention, with purpose. Inhale, rise from your muscular strength, crescent lunge. And exhale, hands down to your mat. Step back into a high plank pose. With your inhale, shift forward. Knees up or down, just lower halfway. And then press back up. The same thing, lower halfway. And press back up. One more time, lower halfway. Open your heart. Huge, generous inhale. Down dog as you exhale. And breathe in, lift your heels. As you breathe out, step forward a little bit, bend your knees wide. Step or hop to the top, forward fold. And halfway lift, invite your heart towards the top. Then exhale, heart dives to your thighs. Go ahead and soften your knees. Let your head and tailbone be heavy, slowly pulling through your belly and roll all the way to stand. The top hands reach tall, Urdhva Hastasana. Grab your left wrist, lean to your right. Anchor through your left heel on the outside edge of your left foot. Take one more breath into your left side. Gently pull with your right hand. And inhale through your center line and switch your grip. Lean to the left as you root through your right. One more breath into the stretch. Feel that stretch from the inside out. And then come back through your center. Hands to heart, eyes closed. Returning to your intention, your devotion, breathe into it. Open with exhale, letting that breath go. And inhale, reach up, look up. And exhale, dive on down. Half lift, Ardha Uttanasana. And exhale, bend your knees and have a seat down for a moment. Okay, so we are gonna move towards our side crow. So crow pose is Bakasana. We're moving towards our side crow. And I wanna demo it for you first so you can watch and get some of the little technicalities in the back of your mind so that when we do try it together, you have something to refer to, you have a visual to refer to as well. So I know for me, I'm a visual learner. So we'll be moving to our side crow from our chair pose, Utkatasana. I'm going to show you this from facing forward in a couple different angles so you have some different perspectives to, again, check back in with when you are attempting it on your own. So first of all, when we're moving from our chair pose, creating the twist, a deeper twist, is going to help get you further towards your side crow, if that makes sense. You can always stay in your chair pose or your twisted chair, even spreading your wings if you do not want to explore flight today, and that's totally fine. For side crow, having your legs together is helpful versus having your legs apart because we're going to want to squeeze our legs together as we go. So we think inhale for length, exhale, we twist. In this case, my left tricep is on the outside of my right knee / thigh. I'm gonna even maybe use my right hand to help hook around a little bit deeper. I'm gonna get low from my seat, press elbow and thigh together. You can spread your wings out first. Sometimes that helps give you a deeper twist. And then what you're gonna do is you're gonna start to come to your tippy toes. So you can bring your hands to the earth. For your crow pose, your side crow, really any arm balance, your hands are going towards chaturanga. So hands are about shoulders distance apart, and wrap that imaginary block between your arms, gripping the earth with your finger pads. So there's energy traveling up your arm. You start to look forward. Now you're gonna have to lean forward. You're gonna have to lift your hips. So when you start to lean into it, there is a tendency, especially if you're newer to the shape, to pin your elbow underneath. So this wider elbow, in this case my right elbow, underneath my right hip. We want to try to avoid that, and I'll show you why in a moment. So with your hands in chaturanga, you're going to lift your hips up. You're on your tippy toes. Left tricep is still firmly connected to your right thigh. As you lift and lean forward, hug your elbows in, think chaturanga. Maybe you just lift your left toes in this case, so the top leg. Maybe you zip your shins together. Think about lifting from your left side body, so your top side body, as you look forward. Now notice this right elbow is free. I'm not pinning my hip on it. Because what happens when I lower my right hip to that elbow and I take both forearms here, which is really common in the side crow. Now a lot of people start there, so maybe you try that. It might help you get into some fight. But notice what happens in my shoulders when I do so, when I pin here. Notice how my right shoulder is way down towards the earth. Yeah, sinking low. So ideally, we want to have our shoulders balanced and even. Okay, let me see. Is there anything else I wanted to speak to? I think that's it. So we're gonna try this together. We'll try both sides, obviously. If, again, the side crow is not where your body's at today, chair pose, twisted chair, setting up the foundation, being here in this squat, kind of shifting your weight to your hands, testing that out is gonna give your body a little bit of a preview and start to strengthen you for that shape maybe someday in the future. So you are at the top of your mat. Go ahead and find your way into a forward fold. When you're ready, with softness in your knees, heaviness to your head, take one big breath just to the back of your heart space. Then exhale that whole breath out. And take a halfway lift as you inhale. And then bend your knees towards chair pose as you exhale. Inhale, feel your hip creases pull back as your heart and hands reach forward. And on your out breath, bring your hands to your heart, and then wrap your right elbow to the outside of your left thigh. Now, for me right now, my legs are about hips distance, so I'm gonna walk my right foot in, so my legs are zipped together. Maybe you sink your seat a little bit lower. Maybe you use your left hand to help scoot your right tricep a little bit further across your left thigh. And stay here, you could spread your wings. If you're moving to side crow, you're going to start to bring your hands towards the earth and rise to your tippy toes. Where your hands start is going to be personal preference, because once your legs are lifted off the earth, it doesn't matter where your hands begin. You'll still be in the side crow shape. So at a diagonal is kind of where I usually tend to move towards for my hand placement. Fingers are wide, again, hands are shoulders distance apart. Start to shift, lean forward with your heart, bend your elbows. Again, my left elbow is free here. I'm gonna look forward, lean forward, hug my right tricep to my left thigh. Squeeze my core up and then hug that imaginary block between your arms. Maybe you lift your right foot, use your right obliques, and then zip your legs together. And try to breathe. And then just lower your feet down. There's not always a graceful exit. And just crawl back into your forward fold. Walk your feet out wide to the edges of your mat. Bend your knees, let your head be extra heavy, maybe pinkies to opposite elbows, and just hang. Take a moment, you could bend one leg and the other, shift a little side to side. Try to find a little spinal release, maybe forward and back here. And then we'll find our way into our second side. So hands to the earth, start to walk your feet into the midline. When you're ready, take a halfway lift. Big breath. And exhale towards chair pose. Sink your booty back and down. Inhale, think Length, length, length. How much space can you find between your sits bones and your fingers? Exhale, twist, left elbow to the outside of your right thigh. Push and rotate your heart around. So using your elbow against your thigh as a leverage to create a deeper twist. Maybe slide your left tricep further down your right quad. Take your hands out to the side again. My hands are usually at a diagonal here. You can always turn your body, right, to find the orientation that works for you if you want to be more on your yoga mat. Hands go out shoulders distance apart. Look forward. Already start to begin to engage your belly. Lean forward as you bend your elbows. And then think cinch up through your left side legs. Try to lift your heels to the sky with the strength of your side core. Elbows are hugging an imaginary block. At the same time, push through your hands like you would in your crow pose. Good. Take a couple more rounds of breath. And then when you're done exploring, we're going to meet in a Vinyasa squat, facing forward. Okay. Right, from your Vinyasa squat, go ahead and start to push down with your feet. Press all the way to an Urdhva Hastasana, big breath in. On your exhale, elbows go wide, goddess your arms, breath out. Let your hands fall down innerleafs behind your back. Walk your feet in together. Chest expansion, bind, lift your heart with an inhale. Exhale, if it feels okay, keep the bind as you bend your knees and forward fold. And just allow the weight of your head to feel heavy for a moment here. One more breath in. Then release your hands down with your breath out. Halfway lift to inhale. Bend your knees and have a seat again as you exhale. So we're gonna lower down to the earth now, keeping your knees bent. Go ahead and flex your feet. Anchor your heels to the earth and then drag your heels towards your seat so you feel your low belly pull in. We're gonna start by reaching up high with an inhale, and then lean back into your challenge point as you exhale. Bring your hands to your heart, breath in. On your breath out, rotate to your left, push with your right hand, resist with your left hand, your left obliques, and hug your heels tighter towards your seat. Then inhale through center. Exhale, second side. So your left hand will push, your right hand resists, and your heels pull towards your seat. Then inhale through center. Exhale to the left. Belly to spine. Then inhale, center. Exhale to the right, navel to spine. And find that own resistance within yourself as you push your hands together. One more time, each side, inhale. You're gonna utilize the drag of your heels to the left. Right hand pushes, left hand resists. The left obliques are strong. It's hard to talk and do this one. Inhale back to center. And exhale to your right last time. Then inhale, center. Now exhale, bring your forearms to your yoga mat. Push through your forearms, lift your heart. Draw your belly in, and then go ahead and bring your knees towards your chest. Maybe continue to root down with your forearms. With the inhale, send your legs out low. On your exhale, bend your knees towards your left shoulder. Then inhale, legs long through center. Exhale, knees towards your right shoulder. Then inhale, legs go long. Exhale, maybe keep your legs long, take your legs towards your left shoulder. Inhale, legs lower through center. Exhale, maybe legs stay long towards your right shoulder. Then inhale, legs long. Exhale, low boat, reach forward. Maybe take your hands over to the left. Maybe reach your left hand towards the back of the room. Maybe roll onto your left side body. Feel your right obliques and reach your right hand towards the top of your mat. And bring your legs back to center. Bring your upper body back to center. Take your upper body to the right. Maybe reach your right hand to the back of the room. Maybe roll onto your right hip, reaching your left hand forward. Feel your left obliques take over. Lower body back to center.
Upper body back to center, and here we go, knees to chest. Release, big breath in as you find your happy baby. Open mouth, exhale. And 2 more here, breath in through your nose. And exhale out of your mouth. One more time, full body breath in. Clearing, exhale, empty that breath away. And figure 4 your right ankle on your left thigh. And tip that whole figure 4 over to your left side. Perhaps your left hand catches your right ankle. You can even hug your right heel a little bit closer to your left hip crease. Maybe reach your right hand back towards the wall behind you and lower it to the earth. Encourage your right knee forward to the top of your mat. Breathe into your right side. So letting all that energy start to settle. Inviting your awareness back to the moment. Back to here and now, letting go of anything before this moment. Here you go, last breath here. Now keep your figure 4. Left foot stays grounded, just bring that figure 4 back through center. Feel your right knee move away and then slowly lengthen your left leg out. You can either keep your right ankle stacked on your left thigh or let your right foot just slide to the earth on the inside of your left leg, so you're in a supine tree. Land your right foot to the earth, bent right knee to the sky, figure 4 your left ankle on your right thigh. And then maybe bring that figure 4 towards you first, or just tip it directly to the right. Now your right hand might catch your left ankle, left hand might be reaching back to feel that extension across the entire left side of your body. So think left knee, left hip crease, pull forward, left fingertips reach back. Head and shoulders are happy. When you come back through the midline, you'll keep your left knee stacked, or left ankle stacked on your right knee. Left knee moves forward and away, and slowly start to slide your right leg out. Maybe your left ankle stays stacked, or maybe your left ankle slides to the earth. And see how heavy you can become for 3 breaths. Feeling all the growth that's already taken place. And maybe you look beyond just these 60 minutes. Think about all of the growth that has occurred since the very first time you ever practiced yoga. Or think about your entire life and all the growth that's taken place over the years. Being proud of yourself, proud of your body. Start to bring your right foot to meet your left into full Supta Baddha Konasana, your reclined butterfly pose. Maybe you land one hand to your belly and one hand might arrive to your heart. As you move with inhale in and exhale out, maybe just continue that mindful reflection. It's all about the journey, the steps along the way. And as long as we're moving in a mindful direction, we continue to step one foot in front of the other. Right? We're heading in the right direction altogether. But in order to grow, in order to expand, it's also important to take time to pause, to reflect, to rest, to recharge. If we're always pushing, striving, it's not sustainable. We'll crash. So just take these next few minutes to be in your body. You can stay here. You can start to make your way to Shavasana, your final relaxation. But I'll leave you here, inviting you to take 5 to 10 minutes for yourself. We'll take one last breath all together. Inhale deep. And exhale out completely. May yoga offer us a path to compassion. May your practice serve as your teacher, as your guide, to lead you in living more authentically and loving more deeply each and every day. Thank you so much for moving with me, for breathing with me, for practicing with me, for all of your support. Namaste.